Hello and welcome to My Mighty Little Garden. I'm Cindy Watson, and today's video is all about updating you on this beautiful free garden border, Gazanias. Gazanias are drought tolerant, easy to propagate, and they even like to grow in the rocks.
So one of the cool
So,
things about the gazanias is they get pretty well done and the bush starts looking kind of scraggly. I can deadhead and clean it out or pull it completely out. Here's one of the good things is underneath, just like the lisms, all these new ones will be there and you can grow brand new ones. By the way, transplanting these, you don't want them much bigger than this if you're going to transplant them, which they're easy to transplant when they're young, but not when they get big because they'll just die. So that's my story and I'm sticking to it.
Gazanias first came across the street in the form of a seed and started to grow in my yard where nothing wanted to grow. It took me forever to get that corner right there to grow anything. And it started with Gazania. It grew so well in that hot spot that when I replanted the front, I added them to the ground afterwards. And this became first as a filler, but then as time went on, you can see the little ones there. As time went on, I focused more on having them at a border in the front of the bed. This then led to my loving the darn things so much. They're so pretty when they open up and they love the sun. They're easy maintenance. You can cut them off, you can pull them out, you can repropagate them. The seeds will self seed. I put some in the back. I liked them so much in the back that I decided I wanted to go with the free border. So here's a bit of an update on the gazanias that I transplanted for a border. I've got them there. They're all along here. That section you can tell I've stepped on. But you can see there's a lot of little ones in here. And they're all doing great. And all I did was poke a hole and stick them in the ground. And some of them are even starting to bloom. Oop, there's a weed right there. Got to pull that guy out. He doesn't belong there. But a very easy plant to grow. Oh, look at forget-me-nots in there. And before long, they'll get big and then self-seed. I'll be trimming that one right there because he's in the pathway too much. At that, I pull up my knee pads and get down on my hands and knees. This is the seeds to a gazania. And it just, they blow, they get everywhere, and they grow. And then you can move them where you want. Right now I'm trimming back my gazania. Right here, I'm just going to cut it with scissors because it's intruding on the walkway a bit. Ain't no big deal. But if I trim it off here, it'll be better. Gazanias are wonderful, drought tolerant, love the sun, they do all right in the shade for me. You want them easier to maintain? Just allow some room when you plant them away from your walkways so you don't have to trim them like I just did. And they grow. Look at this. Look at this growing update a month later. A month later, and these things are beautiful plants that are thriving. Pretty soon they're going to look like that border down there that I planted last season. You can use them for fill in the garden. You can use them to highlight decor. This is some more of the update photographs here, but these are wonderful plants. So easy, just poke a hole in the ground, stick it in there, give it some water. It's great. You can see how beautiful they'd be in your fairy garden. Do you have a fairy garden? I have a frog castle. Go out and play in the dirt. Have a great day. Be grounded. If you stayed to the end and you'd like some free Gazania seeds, comment seeds and subscribe, and I'll get back to you and we'll make arrangements to ship some over to you. Thank you so very much for being a part of Cindy's Artistic World today. Please give us a like, follow, or subscribe.